The New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at the Saints defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. There he goes, right side. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Adam Prentice. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Saints defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the second run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Fields on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Anthony Schwartz, 73 yards. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Buccaneers, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 21-0 our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. The pass caught by Olave.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Justin Fields. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mayfield now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Throwing. Mayfield. That is caught. He's across midfield. Through the middle of the field. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead, and that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Fields throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
They'll go up the middle with White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just one brisker there defensively.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Fields. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on third down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Fields.
And the Saints first down.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of... There he goes, left side. Now he's free at the 35. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Fields. He's got it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Brian Brzee in there to greet him and drop him for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Oh, partner. there just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's that?
On second down, they'll run with White, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 62 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least get one score back. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Man, that's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they can't bring him down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 156 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Here's Fields. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. A shotgun snap, Fields. Downfield, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the
Don't jump. Ready?
To throw is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Trey McBride, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of... Now White lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Buccaneers 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Was shot right from a yard out. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And the Saints first down.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Here we go.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4.
At their 49-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. But now he appears to be in some pain. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 59, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Up, up. Run, run, run. Regular, regular, regular. What's up?
Throwing, Mayfield. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
What's up?
1st down, here's White. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure.